Here comes PD coming straight at me. They did the other night too, when I didn't have a phone. So now they know I'm recording, so they can make a decision. They could say, all right, let's bank it now, so we make them look stupid. Now when the green light turns on, I think it means they're filming. I'm not totally sure, but I've seen it before, like where the green light kicks on. How you doing, buddies? Now just so you know, they've been doing this for 5 years. This is not new. Now he's going really slow. It's funny because you have a guy over here, you have a guy over there, and in between all a bunch, yet they choose to come up. Now he's gonna bank. Had I not said that there's a guy there, there's a guy there, that's probably why they decided to bank, because I said that. Oh yeah, shoot, now they know he's not just alone out there. So like, it's like once you can show proof, I don't know if you can see them, they have to kind of change course, because once you can show it's geared towards me and me only, that's not good for them. Now they got to go fly downtown next to Union Station. If you watch my videos, that's where the base is. If you've seen that movie Blue Thunder, that's the base where the helicopters operate from in downtown. Anyway, yeah, I'm sitting here playing my guitar. Now I got the pedal earlier. The problem is the screwdrivers I had are those tiny screwdrivers I bought, like the whole set, and none of them are big enough and strong enough to open the bottom of the pedal. So now I gotta wait till tomorrow to go buy a screwdriver to open up the thing to see how it sounds. And then the bad news is tomorrow is gonna be cloudy, so I'm not gonna be able to get power to my phone through my solar panel. Now it's up to them whether they want to give me a bus with USB or not, but I can assure you they choose whether they do it or not. Not always, but with notice they usually do, like knowing I'm going to take the bus, which they usually have plenty of notice, especially now. And they usually, it depends on them, like whether they want me to have power to my phone or not. They'll send me a USB bus, but everybody out here is, like I said, mic'd up, so they don't get on buses unless it's for a mission kind of thing. Everybody's paid for whatever they're told to do. It is that unbelievable here, meaning it's Catholic, everybody's ranked, and they get paid based on their service to the church. That's how Catholics work. And if you didn't know, Catholics own our money system. And now free people, they're educated less. So people go to public school, work for Catholics. So you work a 9-to-5 job and you think that's how your bosses are? No. They're working for the church and they get paid based on their worth, and it could be taken at any time. So it's a different life, as it can be from free people too, but it's a little different. You get it's hard to explain, but it's definitely different. The problem is there's so many Catholics now, they're just getting rid of free people, period. They want all Catholics. They'll keep some around that they think are okay, but they're not going to keep letting free people have kids, and they want free people gone, freedom gone. What that means is everybody's mic'd up, you follow orders, you get ranked, and no questions, no more courts. So you're taught the Bible, so the ones they allow to have kids will be taught into the Bible and so forth. And if the kids turn out bad, they just kill them. So if you didn't know that, that's what Catholics have been doing for years. If the kids break Catholic tradition, they'll kill them. And they'll kill them at 3 years old, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's a little young. They'll probably wait a little longer than that. But if they have a kid that they believe is fucking not going to go into that, they'll get rid of them. They'll say it's a bad... they're taught this. This is what the Bible, they're crazy. So if you didn't know that, that's the new system we're getting. You can't have a guitar unless they tell you can have a guitar, and you have to basically you'll be educated into it, and they know right away if you have the skill for it. It's not hard to tell. Like I played guitar for years, and you can tell if somebody's got the skill very quickly. It doesn't take long, and they can. So when a kid's young, they'll be like, all right, give this kid try him on drums, try him on guitar, but they pretty much know who's good for that anyway. So those people are the ones who will get instruments, and then everybody else, depending on how much leisure time they let you have, you might be able to have one, depends. But it's going to be much more limited than it is now, of you just walking into a store with money and buying an instrument. That's not going to happen anymore. That's changing. So if you didn't know that, you're going to find out. So here in Santa Monica, it's totally controlled. Not just Santa Monica, but this whole area is unbelievable. It's all controlled. It's all Catholics, and I haven't seen any non-Catholics out here. I'm sure they're here somewhere, but not in Santa Monica. Santa Monica's all, except me, all Catholics. I can assure you, just by living with them, I know. they will not let you stay here unless you follow their rules strictly. They will get rid of you, whether it's force you out or kill you. No question about it. And no questions, they'll do it here. And trust me, they all have blood on their hands, you can say, here in Santa Monica. So, see that? That's intentional too, by the way. Now, if you don't know, this is actually stupid. I don't know why they're doing this. This parking lot, I think, is supposed to be closed. There is no reason a car would be this far down. So if you didn't know, that's 100% intentional. Yeah, exactly. This is way down. Now he's facing where this guy is. But that's a threat, by the way, if you didn't know. They consider themselves the Illuminati, so that's what he was doing. If you don't know what that means, it's basically the smartest people in the world, the scientists, the ones who figured out power, how to handle power and harness power, consider themselves the Illuminati, which means they believe that power is coming from God. And they believe God to be who they worship. If you didn't know who Catholics worship, they worship the devil. They believe that ability is coming from the devil. That's what they believe. So if you didn't know all these top scientists in the world, that's what they believe. The ones who create military hardware as well, military aircraft and missiles and all those people are considered Illuminati. And they think their gifts come from God, and their gifts are to get a one world Catholic system. That's what it's for, and that's what they build it for. And our history is a lie. We're split into two schools for a reason. Catholics go to private school, and everybody else goes to public school. Obviously, there's Catholics in public school, or it wouldn't work, but they all know the deal. They know the goal is a one world Catholic system. I said this before. So those in private school are taught this. So if you didn't know, Catholics are loyal to the Pope. That's who they swear allegiance to, not a nation. Unlike free people. So there was a clever scheme by Catholics. They'd go over, take a land over, create what they can call a country, so the free people there would think they have something to defend and a mutual friendship with the Catholics, when that's not the case. Catholics figured out this formula of how to get a land, dominate it, and then go to the next land, but keep it secret from them for the next land. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like America, to keep the people in America contained, and then the next land, they have create a country there, keep those people contained, and then go through it that way, systematically, as opposed to fighting wars and then fighting a war, because it doesn't work. They've learned that it does not work. To fight a war, to take over land, and then try to convince those people to go fight it doesn't work that way. So they have to take over a land, and then the power of the top can afford it, would go to another land and slowly take it over that way with their power and knowledge. You know what I mean? It's very complicated, but they're very they've been successful at it. So if you didn't know, our history is bullshit. Catholics basically dominated all this land in the world. All the UN countries are Catholic, and the Catholics dominated those countries, but they hide it from free people. They make it look like half of them are friends and half of them are enemies. No, China and Russia are Catholic. They're in this cult. And they're all mic'd up too, just like these people are. And they all swear allegiance to the same group. They're all one family Catholics, not a nation. So they are not loyal. So at the public school, they teach you to swear to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag. So you'll become loyal to America. America was created by Catholics. So, yeah, to say the least. I've said this before in my videos, so I'm not going to keep rambling on. But that was intentional. It's that high tech out here where I'm making a video I haven't even posted yet. They're watching it right now in real time. And everybody out here can hear it. They're all mic'd up. Even these two guys right here, they can hear me talking to my phone. So if you didn't know that. As they are all Catholics, and they are all privy to what the non-Catholic has to say. And it's not just police who have this ability. Everybody out here can hear it. Even famous people listen to me, I swear to God. I know for a fact. Which they'll never admit. They're going to be like, this guy's crazy. Why would we listen to him? Like, what's so special about him? You know, apparently I'm entertaining. But no, it's more than that. It's the whole religion thing. To them, I'm like the enemy. What? Free people aren't taught that, so they have no idea that Catholics think of them as an enemy. So if you didn't, which makes sense because you're in the same country, you're like, oh. But ask yourself, we're in the same country, right? Why would they divide schools? We're supposed to be one country, one nation, and we have threats abroad, yet we divide our schools into two. It doesn't make any sense, right? It's because the scheme was a one world Catholic system, but they didn't want to tell everybody. And you know, and then they're selective. They don't want everybody, so that's the thing. They don't want. Just think about it. If you wanted to dominate the world, you'd have to get rid of the opposition. Just basic common sense. If you just think to yourself, I want to dominate the world. Well, how do you do it? Well, you have to come up with rules, and then you got to get people on your side to those rules, and then they have to swear to those rules or they die. And that's exactly what Catholics do. So that's how serious it is. If you want to dominate the world, those are things you have to, there's no way around it. You have to come up with rules, and you have to make people believe it's coming from God. That's almost the only way it works. And I think that's what Catholics figured out a long time ago. Wait a second, we tried a king. Nobody gives a shit about a king. Nobody cares about a president. Nobody cares. So, all right, we got to say it's coming from God, the higher power. And that's what's going on. And it works, because that's the best plan going. There's no other plan, you know what I mean? Like, Catholics think it's coming from God. They have a Bible. Free people don't have that. Free people have, what, a constitution that's not even enforced in the U.S. So free people don't know what the hell the Constitution is, like, as far as the laws. They have no idea. And that's the problem, because free people don't know what's lawful and what isn't. Whatever's lawful is whatever those in power want. That's pretty much the rules. Those in power could decide what's lawful or not. And these people, they're all mic'd up. They tell them to cross the street during a red light. It's not unlawful, because they're being told to do it and they're protected. So the law is whatever the people in power decide the law to be, and that's what they have. Here, it's the Bible, strictly enforced, and if you disagree, well, tough luck. So anyway, now, yeah, honestly, I already talked for too long. 11 minutes, holy cow. All I wanted to do was, I didn't even want to film the stupid helicopter, but I'm like, oh, this stupid thing's gonna come towards me now. It's gonna make me make a video, and now drain my phone as I'm trying to. But yeah, with the pedal, as I said, I don't have the screwdriver. It's like, you know how everything has to go right for me to perform this song, 85. First, I got to be able to play it all, which I should be able to do, hopefully. I haven't learned it all. I have to have all the equipment to be able to do it. And all that equipment requires stuff to make it work. Like the pedal needs a 9-volt battery, which lasts so long, then you got to buy another one and buy another one. Now, if they cut my funds like I think they want to do, because they want to prevent me from doing this, because they don't want any legacy, I can't keep buying batteries and batteries and batteries before I run out of money. So, you know what I mean? So there's so many things that have to line up for me to be able to do this. And nothing could go wrong. It's unbelievable how the margin of error is like nothing. Like there's nothing that could go wrong. Everything has to go right. There's no room for error or any kind of, you know, there's so many things. The phone, if this phone goes bye-bye, it's no good. Because the whole thing is, my guitar is plugged into the Apogee, and then into the phone, and then into the amp sim on the phone. You know, the overloud THU. Well, now the pedal, obviously. I need the pedal for the boost to play some of those passages. Right now, if I really jack up all this stuff, it clips. You know what I mean? The amount of volume is too high, and it clips. So I can actually get the gain, I think, to play it, but then it clips. So I don't know if I can get it down and still play. But like I said, I got the pedal, so as long as the pedal works or sounds all right, we're good. And then I could learn the rest of the song and so forth. But there's other songs I want to do too. It's not just 85. But that was a challenging song. I'm like, this song's freaking great. I want to play this song. But I can play. Obviously, I'll be, if I'm able to, I'll be playing other songs as well. So. But 85 is the goal to try to get done first. But you know, we'll see what happens. Obviously, I'm not going to sit there beating myself to death if I can't get it. You know, you know what I'm saying. But I don't know. We'll see. As of now, I'm playing fast parts, and I think I'm going to get them up to speed. So I'm not too worried about that. I think I'll be able to play the song. Put it that way. Maybe not in one take. I might have to do it in pieces, which is how they record songs anyway. But I should ultimately get it done, and it should be close to, if not full speed, the whole song. So if you listen to that song by Andy James, 85, who he's in this cult, and I think he's related to Schwarzenegger too, by the way, just so you know, he knows who I am. I had no idea who he was. What, two years ago I knew who he was, found out who he was. I had no idea before that, but apparently he knew who I was before that because of him being in this cult. So all the top guitar players knew who I was. Not necessarily because of my guitar abilities. They just knew who I was because of the guitar nature of my story. So I'm not like some special guitar player. You know what I mean? I'm not like a professional guitar player. So I can play pretty well, but I'm not like, you know, an expert. But yeah. Anyway, but when I make a claim I can play something, or at least when I was healthy I could have played. You could take it to the bank. I wouldn't say it and then fucking ruin my image by not being able to do it, you know what I mean? So we'll see. The problem is now I'm injured. I'm not the same fucking person I was healthy. So you make a claim hoping you could play the song, and I said that before I even had a guitar, didn't I? I think so. I'm gonna play this song. I made the prediction on the home run, and I was able to do it. So you know how many people out here in this cult didn't think I'd be able to do that? Hell, I was pretty confident, but there was a small part of me who said, what if you can't do this? And you already said you're going to do it. You know, hit a ball 300 plus feet with no pitcher is not easy. So I'm sure all those I went to school with couldn't do it. I'd like to see one of them try. So anybody who talks shit, just tell them, you throw up a baseball and hit it 300 plus feet, and then you can talk. Otherwise, don't say shit. So anyway, like I said in my other video, I was probably the winningest baseball player in my town. Not just my town. I can't make claims beyond that because I wasn't there. But I'd garner in the state. I was even one of the top with the winning percentage. But obviously I can't. That's not something I could back up with any. It'd be speculation. Unlike the city, I knew those, you know. And I don't think players are any better now than they were then. Honestly, I think players have gotten drastically worse. When I see play now, sports are going bye-bye. Tech's getting so advanced, people aren't going to play sports anymore. Here they don't. They don't care about sports. It's like they just play to hide the fact that they're all, you know, if they have somebody come out here who's not in the cult, they'll play sports to make it look good, but they don't really give a shit about sports too much anymore out here. Now the best, obviously they'll play and they'll watch them because they're the best, but you won't have a bunch of people playing like before. Kind of like what I was talking about the guitar. Only so many people are going to be allowed to play guitar. Well, the same with sports. They're going to choose the best, and then they'll watch those people, and that's it. But I could assure you the teams are going to be drastically whittled down. It's not going to be whatever 20-something teams in baseball. They'll drastically whittle that down to a much smaller number. Anyway, that's a bunch of me going off track. What's it, 17 minutes? Jesus Christ. This video is never going to get uploaded until tonight. It's going to be tomorrow when I get a good Wi-Fi somewhere. Now, the whole thing with Cliffs of Dover, I know that was one song I was going to do, but I had the Strat. Now I have this 7-string. I might still be able